Hi, my name is Gabriela from Tulip Art Designs, and if you are creative, then this is a place for you. In today's video, we are drawing this London bus, my favorite. And we are doing this because it's the second day of our art challenge, Valentine's Day in London. And I also challenged myself to use only one color and to do something different, maybe new technique, but you will see in the video in a few minutes. So if you are ready, let's get started. I also challenged myself to use only one color and to do something different to make it more interesting. So if you are a creative and you really need something for relaxation, something to cheer you up, this video is for you. So if you are ready, let's get started. So today is day number 2 of our February challenge with Una. You can find all the details in the description or in our Instagram post. For today's video, I will draw the London bus. So you can imagine why. It's red and it's nice, and London is an extremely romantic city and so beautiful. So this one is one of my favorites. For today's video, I will also start inking, so I will show you how I do this. And if you want, you can just do the same starting from the real beginning. You can find the reference photo in the description or in our Instagram post, or you can also download my coloring pages and just start watercoloring. It's absolutely up to you. What we are gonna do, we are gonna use only one color. I'm gonna use something new for me, so I wanted also to challenge myself. So I would love to know how it turned out for you. You are absolutely free to use any mediums, any materials, any techniques. You can just draw along with me, and I will be always happy to see your creations. For the inking part, I am gonna use Pigma Micron 02. It's a waterproof pen, so I can start inking, and then when I'm using watercolor on top of it, my lines will not bleed. So this is very important to know. So I will start with my ground somewhere here. I'm doing this in a very sketchy way. I will then make the tires. I did sketch first, and this step I miss it this time. But let me know if you are interested in doing the sketch also yourself and all the proportions and how I just start my drawings from a picture. So just let me know in the comments below so I can prep more detailed videos for you and tutorials with more tips on how to do that. Okay. When you are sketching for relaxation or you are sketching just to enjoy the process, you can absolutely skip everything you don't like. You can definitely take the things you like, the things you want to capture, the things you just want to remember. So maybe if you think that the tires need more details, you are absolutely free to do that, because yeah, it's your sketch and it's your paper. So I really encourage you to get creative. and add whatever you like. I'm really adding the main elements in a very sketchy way. Then I have the front window here. Maybe I have the lights. I do have a golden roof, so maybe I will have a second cover to just make it special this time. Then I have something like this, and I have all the windows. Okay. Like this. I just realized that I didn't walk you through the materials I'm using here. All the materials are in the description, but maybe I will tell you a bit more just in a sec. Okay, I have some little lines here on my bus, and then I have another window down here. So the windows are just one above each other. I'm not really stressing if my windows are a bit different, but it's just because I'm really making it in a sketchy way that I want to enjoy and like. Then we have some small detail line here. We have, I don't know, something here and this. Okay, I will add some lines like this, which will show that this is glass. This I will make it completely black all around it, and again a few of these lines. Same for these windows here. And you can add as many as you like. You can also make the windows completely dark, but because I didn't want to use more colors than one, I already said I will use gold, so let's stop here. I will just draw on my tires, so I want to make them black like this. You can use a brush pen if you want to make it fully black. You can sketch it. I think I will just stick to my sketchy style, and I will stop here. So I want to quickly tell you also about the paper that I am using. I am using Archie's cold pressed, and I use 300 GSM because I just want to use more water, and when I want to make wet on wet technique, then it's nicer if the paper is slightly thicker. If you get the printable file, you can find a reel from last week that shows how you can transfer printable file on a watercolor paper. I have my Winsor & Newton Cotman watercolors. I have extra palette. My brush is Princeton, and I use number 10 Snap collection, the round one. I have some paper towel to clean my brush, and of course some water. So let's start the nice, or yeah, inking is also nice, but when you start adding watercolor, that's quite joyful. So what I want to do, I just want to throw some water like this directly on my paper, and then I will start spreading it and making complete mess like this. Okay. And the next I want to do is grab paint. So as you can imagine, I'm using red, and then I will start just putting red on my water, and you will see that the paint will stay only where your water is. If the paint doesn't bleed, this is because there's too much water and it stays as a puddle. So you can just push it with your brush like this, and then add paint to your drops like this. And maybe here, all over this water pool. Then I will add water to my small, I will add paint, sorry. I will add paint to my small water drops here, like this. And I want to tell you that you will probably get different result because, oh wow, the sun is coming out. Because with this technique you just have to let it go and we will not have the same results. So we will just enjoy how the water and the paint work together. We can just move the water. If you think you have too much water, here's what you can do. Let me just add this last paint here to these drops like this, and then I will show you what you can do when you have too much water on your paper. So let's clean the brush, use your paper towel to pick up some of the water. Keep in mind that you will also remove some of the paint, so it will get lighter than it was in the beginning, but that's okay because we can add extra paint later. So we are just picking up some of the extra water that we don't need. If you need extra paper towel, just grab some like this. Okay, some clean paper towel. Now I want to make this completely dry. So I have a tool for this, but if you don't have one, just wait a little bit and then we will continue on the next step. Okay, now that it's dry, I will prep more red paint here. You can choose whatever red you like. Okay, and then I will paint my bus. This time we are painting wet on dry, which means that our paint will not bleed in our background. And it will stay only where we touch with our brush. I am not gonna go into details too much. Okay. You can feel absolutely free if you want to follow the outlines or if you want to make it more loose style. I'm really curious what's your style for this. So don't forget to share it with us, tag us. You can find the hashtag in the description. Use it so we can share your work in our stories so the world will see it. Okay. So I really find this exercise quite relaxing because I am following some ink lines and I am adding some watercolor. The combination of these two mediums is quite nice. And if you are new to this, I have a free mini art course that's all about how to start with ink and watercolor for relaxation, so you can definitely check it out. I believe that you will find it very helpful. So you will find the link in my in the description below the video, and you can grab the course immediately or any other time when you feel ready for this, but it's for total beginners, for somebody who already sketches with ink and watercolor, but he find it a bit hard to make it relaxing. So in this class you will definitely learn my way of using these two mediums and how it can get really soothing and relaxing, how it can work for you in a way that it boosts your productivity or stuff like this. So I'm not gonna tell you everything. You can definitely find the course, get it and learn everything. I will add a little bit of ground here. So I'm putting water, and because we said I will use only red, maybe a little bit of gold in a second, but I will make my ground also red, and then we'll grab more water and bleed it down like this. If you want to have darker parts, you can definitely do that, and I really love wet on wet because I will add here some red on the edge and it will just bleed. If you want, you can also move your paper so the paint will just do its job. And I will wash my brush and dry it, so I will just finish this part here, and with a little bit of water I will spread this till the end like this. Okay, I look from far away, and what I want to do is to add a little bit of red on my tires like this, so they will be slightly darker than the background. Okay, now I will wait for this to dry. I am cleaning my brush and I will add a little bit of gold. Now that it's dry, for the gold part I am gonna use my Van Gogh really nice watercolors. I will grab a number 6 round brush, Princeton, and I will use some water to get some gold directly from the palette. I can also combine these two. You can also use a jelly roll pen that is also gold. So it's absolutely free choice. It's absolutely up to you. So I'm painting my rooftop. And also this stripe here that's in the middle. Okay, like this. The reference photo of the bus is in the description. Go check out the first day of the challenge. I'm sure you will love it. Download both coloring pages if you didn't do this yet, and share your work with me. I would love to see what you create. That was it for today. I hope you really learned something from me today and you liked it. If you think that was helpful and you want more of this tutorial, just subscribe for my channel and like the video so I can keep growing here and creating more and more stuff for you. Don't forget that you have a coloring page of this and also a coloring page from our first day in the description below, so check them out, download and start creating. All the materials I used are also in the description, but I want to encourage you to use any mediums you like, any materials, any supplies, any style is welcome. So get creative and happy drawing. Bye!